Hi, it's Sarah here and welcome to my channel. In this video, I am taking you along for my journey to becoming a reader. I have found a love for reading and I have a goal for 2024 to read 10 books this year, and that includes whether audio or print, it doesn't matter. And today I just finished my first book for the year. It is January 15th and I finished listening to an audiobook. So let's just get right into this video. Okay, so I read Finding Me by Viola Davis. Well, I listened to it on Audible and I loved it. It was an amazing book. I actually started it in 2023, but then I kind of just went through a slump of not wanting to do anything anymore. And then I decided to finish it. I had been about halfway through, I think, at that point. So I did start it last year, but I finished it this year and I loved it. So I think that I would rate this book like 4.5 stars probably. I really enjoyed it so much. Her story is very sad. It's very moving. There is so much to her story and I loved hearing it. It wasn't 5 stars for me because there were some parts where I felt like the telling of it or maybe the writing of it, I felt like was a little bit dull, and it wasn't her story itself. It was just the writing part of it. But for the most part, it was beautiful and it helped a lot because I listened to an audiobook and I liked that she was the one reading the story. She was the voice for the audiobook, which helped a lot for me to enjoy it. So yeah, I'd say 4.5 stars for Finding Me. And then in 2023, I did finish reading this book, Red Rising. It is the first of a trilogy. So now I am reading the second one. It is, let's see, hold on. I got it for Christmas from my sister. It is Golden Sun. I'm almost halfway through it probably, and I'm gonna do quite a bit of reading tonight and I'm very excited. Also, I really want to show you the books that I've accumulated. So these are all the books that I own now besides the other one that I'm reading. I already owned this one and this one from years ago, and I had started both but never finished them, so I'm going to start them. I got this at a White Elephant gift exchange for Christmas last year in 2023. These I got for Christmas. Oh, this I had bought. This one I got for Christmas, so it's the third one in that series. And then these 3 I just got at Barnes & Noble with a gift card. And then I just bought these 2 at Target the other day. Everybody's obviously reading this right now. I'm excited to get into that eventually, but not just yet. One of my favorite things about reading is being able to get cozy under a blanket, light a candle, and then I like to play ambiance on the TV. So today I restarted listening to Little Women. I started it in 2023 and I'm gonna finish it now. I feel like I pretty well remember where I was at. I backtracked just to the beginning of the chapter I was at. So I have 3.5 hours left of that, I think, to listen to. I don't know that I'll finish it today because I don't think I'm gonna be listening to it all day. All right, so I finished Little Women yesterday. I listened to it at work until I finished it, and it was so cute. I really enjoyed it. I remembered really well the characters and what they were like in the story so far, so that's good, even though it had been almost a year since I had listened to half of it or whatever. I think I would rate it like 4 stars probably. It was just, the story was really sweet, the writing was well done. I loved listening to it on audiobook. I think if I didn't listen to an audiobook, I would have rated it lower because they had a full cast, so every voice was done by someone differently. They had background sounds like rain and a fireplace and all sorts of different stuff. So I would recommend listening to the audiobook version of it. And I think just like what I didn't like, why it's not like 5 stars for me is because I just think I like something more with a little bit more like twists and turns and crazy stuff. And this definitely did have that somewhat. It was more so just like a really sweet, more old-timey type book, and I liked that you could follow a little bit of each of the women's stories, and of course there's some men in it as well, but it's definitely a classic that I'm glad that I listened to. And now we're gonna move on to the next thing. So the next book I'm gonna start listening to is Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl. I've had this one saved for a while, so I'm finally going to start listening to it. It's, I think, 9 hours and 55 minutes, so basically a 10-hour read. Today I'm going to be finally taking down Christmas decor, so I'm going to listen to it while I do that. So I listened to Anne Frank's diary today at work and at the gym, and I listened to like 3 or 4 hours today at work, which is pretty insane. I can't remember where I was at exactly this morning before work, so that's why it's like 3 or 4. I have 2.5 hours left to listen to it, and I might finish it tomorrow or the next day, so we'll see. I just finished listening to The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Wow. I started tearing up at the very end when, spoiler alert, you don't want to hear this, move forward to this time, when they talked about what happened to all the people that were there, and when they talked about what happened to Anne and her sister and that her father lived. It's pretty insane that they were there for so long and they didn't have much longer to go till the war was over. Obviously they didn't know that, but wow. I was really wondering what her last diary entry was gonna be, and it was a really good ending, I would say. And I was just super impressed by her writing. Like, it sounded like she truly sounds like an author. She sounds like a writer. I wish that she had the chance to continue writing in her life. I wish she could see now how well her writing has done and how many years later people are still reading and listening to this book. And it's pretty crazy. I loved this book so much. I'm gonna think about it for days and probably years to come. It was amazing. I truly loved this book. So I definitely am rating this book 5 stars. It was amazing all around. There were so many parts that I was like kind of laughing, smiling, enjoying it. There are, of course, some sad parts and some harder parts to listen to, and then also just some really interesting things as well. So highly, highly recommend. I enjoyed listening to it. I'm sure reading it would be great. Also, I don't think you can go wrong with this book in any format. Holy crap. I'm just reading Golden Sun right now. I'm not done yet. I'm about to start the last like 100 pages. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but holy crap, this is intense. I have like 40-ish pages left in Golden Sun. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's already 8:30 and I don't care. I'm staying up as late as I need to finish this book. I'm so freaking pumped. I've got ambiance on the TV and we're gonna finish this tonight. Holy crap. It's like breathing hard as I finish that. I'm sure my heart rate is probably elevated. That was, wow, that was insane. What a freaking good book. I don't even have to take a day to know that that's a 5-star read, but wow. I love this book. Holy crap. Okay, so I started reading Morning Star, which is the 3rd book in the Red Rising series. I was reading it today when I was at the doctor's office while I was waiting to see the doctor, and now I'm going to read a little bit more tonight. I am so excited for this. This book is like 500 pages though. Okay, so I don't know where I've updated you last, so I'm just going to update you now. Also, I am a little red right here because I just plucked my eyebrows. So I'm currently reading 2 books and listening to 1 audiobook. So I'm still currently reading Morning Star. I read a little bit at lunch today at work, and then I'm also reading someone that I know, a book that she wrote. She's a first-time author. I'm gonna put it right here if you're interested. It's about helping new immigrants who come to America understand the financial system. It's going to be a trilogy. This book just came out in December of 2023. And yes, it is someone that I know, but I do really, really like this book. I'm currently just reading it on a Word document because I have the copy before she got it published. It is truly an amazing book. It's super helpful for definitely people who are immigrants who are coming to America, but also for people who are allies, and just to understand what it might be like to be an immigrant, just to see it from their point of view. And also I'm learning some things as well, because it is talking about financial stuff, but it's also doesn't just feel like a financial book. She talks about her life a little bit, some fun experiences. She's a very good writer. So I would highly recommend it if you want to learn a little bit about finance and also maybe immigrants and just kind of get a different perspective. Or if you are an immigrant, that book might be very helpful for you. So, and then I'm listening to Odd Girl Out on Audible. And it's about a woman who has autism, but she doesn't find out until her 40s. She's already married with kids. She talks about her story, how she has always felt different, how she now has answers. She talks a lot about like her symptoms and the things that she does and why she feels like she's always been different. And I'm not super far in it yet, but so far it's been super interesting. None of that is spoilers, by the way. That's already all known. It's in the description of the book. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that as well. So I also just got this new book today. Let me show you. So I've actually technically gotten 2 books this week. I went to Target earlier this week and I bought this book. It sounds really good. I'm not going to be starting to read it yet, but I'm excited to. And then I bought this, which is the Yellow Wallpaper. It is very, very, very thin. It is 15 pages. I saw it on a girl on YouTube. I will put her name down here because I can't remember it off the top of my head. I've been watching her videos and her shorts especially. And she said she read it. It is the shortest book ever made, is what she said. She said her copy was 25 pages. Mine's 15, so mine must be like a bit bigger or something. So I'm very excited to read this. It's kind of like a horror story. It's a horror short story, and apparently it's rated very well. So I'm excited to read that little book this weekend as well. I'm in the bathroom again because the fans are on in the bedroom and Robbie's playing games in the living room, so it's too loud in there. But I finished reading the Yellow Wallpaper. It took me like 30-ish minutes. Robbie also kept distracting me. And wow, that was crazy. That was really good. I honestly think I'm gonna rate it like 5 stars, but I'll have to see. Could be like 4.5 or so. I kind of need to think about it a little bit because this little 15-page book can really make you think. Like, it is crazy. So like I said, I'm not going to give any spoilers. Like, this is all in the description of it. But I said it was like a horror. So it's kind of like a psychological horror / gothic horror. It's about a woman who is being told how she is supposed to feel, how she is doing, even though she's not even asked how she's doing, and she is trying to express her feelings, and she starts being driven to madness and experiencing psychosis. And it is super interesting. I wish that it was a little bit longer of a book, but I really enjoyed it. Okay, so it is January 31st. I am taking a bath, reading Morning Star. I'm almost halfway through. I'm 40% through, I think. And I'm just enjoying my reading time. And this is like I said, the last day of January. So I think we did a good amount of reading this month. And be on the lookout next month to see my review, my recap, whatever, of Morning Star, all spoiler free, of course, and then see what we get up to for reading next month. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you are doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.